worked, and played. The port of Manham, located in beautiful and peaceful countryside, on a bend in the great River Avon, and developed here because it's the highest navigable point of the Avon. Boats can go no higher up this river, and proved a handy place to load and unload cargo to and from the sea, which is over 3 miles away. A small port was already established here when, about 900 years ago, tin was discovered nearby, though it wasn't until the Industrial Revolution, when a tremendous need for metals of all kinds developed, that Manham expanded to become one of the busiest ports in the country. And because it was already so busy, prospectors began to look for other minerals, and by the end of the 19th century, lead, copper, manganese and arsenic were added to the cargoes leaving Manham. In the early days, the ores had been smelted or processed in the same area they were mined. But as demand grew, the smelting process required huge factory furnaces or fires to melt the metal from the rock, and there was not enough coal in the local area, so the rocks containing minerals had to be shipped long distances. Sadly, in the 20th century, the great port of Manham declined, and thousands of workers were forced to emigrate out of the area. The building at the port fell into disrepair, and the place became almost forgotten. But then the Manham Trust was formed to conserve the historical resources of the area. It organised scores of local volunteers to remove undergrowth to find the original outlines of the installations. It then brought in paid professionals to match installations with maps of the original port complex and to set about reconstructing it. Today, you can see the results of an ambitious program of restoration. The intention, and we believe this will be realised before the end of the year, is to return Manham Port to the condition it reached at its peak as the greatest copper port in the country. Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20.
Was it easy or was it difficult? Okay. So let's start.
Ok. Vous voulez que je vous envoie?
Tu veux me l'envoyer?
D'accord, en vrai, j'ai noté sur le téléphone. Ouais.
Okay.
Okay. The first question is B.
Section 2. You will hear
Pardon, c'est moi. The second question?
Yes.
But wait, first question is correct.
Okay.
Félicitations.
Ça déconne. Alors, j'ai mis it was 12. J'ai mis B aussi.
B, very good.
Okay. Was okay. 13 is A.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, 14 it's C.
Yes. Wait, 14.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Ah. On va écouter une deuxième fois, mais continue. 15e, 15th.
J'ai mis C.
Very good. So we'll listen again for number 14.
At different stages throughout history, we're 23 miles away. A small port was already established here when, about 900 years ago, tin was discovered nearby, though it wasn't until the Industrial Revolution, when a tremendous need for metals of all kinds developed, that Manham expanded to become one of the busiest ports in the country. And because it was already so busy, prospectors began to look for other minerals, and by the end of the 19th century, lead, copper, manganese and arsenic were added to the cargoes leaving Manham. In the early days, the ores had been smelted or processed in the same area they were mined, The smelting process required huge factory furnaces or fires to melt the metal from the rock, and there was not enough coal in the local area, so the rocks containing minerals had to be shipped long distances.
Hmm.
Sadly, in the 20th century, the great port of Mannum declined, and thousands of workers were forced to emigrate out of the area.
Ah,
The building at the port fell into disrepair.
Ok, tu as trouvé?
You've almost forgotten.
Tu l'as trouvé?
ok. C'est la A.
Oui, c'est la A.
Les immigrants. Ok.
Good. I want us to try some speaking from IELTS. Okay, have a go at the simple task for speaking. Prompt 1. Okay. So let's talk about your hometown or village. This is from IELTS. Je n'ai pas trop posé des questions personnelles à mes étudiants. Je vais chercher. Ça vient du site de IELTS, mais t'inquiète, tu peux dire. You can say anything. Okay, so we're going to talk about your hometown. What kind of place is it? What's the most interesting part of your town or your village? The kind of jobs that people do in your town or village. And would you say it's a good place to live and why? Pour toi, c'est facile, je pense. C'est Paris, non? Je ne sais pas.
Ah oui.
No, okay, good. So, just review the questions and let me know when you're ready.
J'ai compris les questions, mais je sais plus.
Okay, so you're thinking of what to say. So, should we start or do you need time to think?
Genre, pour l'examen, j'aurais du temps ou pas?
Ok, je vais te donner 2 minutes.
Ok, j'aurais du temps pour l'examen ou pas du tout pour ce genre
Tu auras du temps pour l'examen. Pendant l'examen, tu auras du temps.
Ah, ok, d'accord. Parce que j'ai pas, si j'ai pas de temps pour l'examen, je peux pas faire ça.
Ah non, tu auras du temps. Pas de méchanceté. Tu auras du temps. Folle, folle, petite aile. I'm hungry again. I don't know how it keeps happening. I'm hungry again. Do you believe I thought I was charging something? I didn't plug it in. I'm thinking of different kinds of games that we could play on this channel live. And what time a lot of people are going to be online. So I don't really know. This past few days of coming online live have really helped me to build my confidence, especially with not wearing makeup. I use a bit of filter here. You might notice I use a bit of filter. It's very small, so you can still see that this thing here. I use a general filter, not face filter, and it's really helped me to, just see social media as not a place where you need to start working on too many posters, making sure everything is perfect before you come online. Just be yourself. Walking around in my pajamas, drinking my bitter cocoa powder. I guess the only channel where I haven't gone live now is my women's channel. Now we're on IELTS speaking. I forgot to mention IELTS speaking, so I have to change the topic before the speaking starts. Yes, that's IELTS speaking. We're starting speaking next.